into a brand new wave, drowning out the noise that's tame. Liberty whispers through the brave, breaking free from every chain. Nullify the rules they crave, crypto beats that pave the way. Anarchy with minds that's safe, algorithms new dawn to day. Out of bounds and out of sight, building futures pure and bright. Escape the grip and win the fight. Welcome into the legacy ride. Beyond control we take a stand, casting off the iron brand. Freedom flowing through our hands, revolution's our command. Decentralize the way we plan, all together we expand. Breaking shackles for the clan, in this journey we're unplanned. Out of bounds and out of sight, building futures pure and bright. Escape the grip and win the fight. Welcome into the legacy ride.
Oh, I'm back at it. Welcome. Happy Monday. I'm a little out of it, but this is Legacy News. I am the legacy of Jennifer and Kaiser. I'm Zachary Kaiser, and welcome to episode 37 to start your week off. Today, Andrew's on fire. No, literally. And we actually have him on scene in Myrtle Beach where he's on fire. So we will get to that in just a moment. But what is going on in the world? And this is not the first time Andrew has been in an area where an arsonist is at large, laying waste to tourist towns. Let's talk about that. And let's bring in Andrew.
Allegedly.
Live.
Allegedly. This one's alleged arsonist.
I thought you were live on location. Where the fuck are you now? You're
I'm
at
at
the
Marxist-Leninism's Rothbardian camp.
I don't understand that.
It's such it's such a niche political position that not even you've heard of it. And you've heard a lot of political positions.
Marxism, Leninism, Rothbardianism. How does that even work?
Well, you burn it down and you start from the beginning, just like in California.
You think that's what they're doing in South Carolina?
Well, I mean, from what I hear, word through the grapevine, is that there was supposed to be a controlled burn, and they just totally dropped their shit and didn't do it at all the way it's supposed to be processed. So it was they were not supposed to have any burns, in the state because of the weather. But I guess that's not what happened. It just happened this weekend. So yeah.
What kind of controlled burn were they supposed to be doing in South Carolina?
The fire department
in East South Carolina, I should say, not rural woodland South Carolina.
Yeah. The fire department was going through just practice runs and stuff like that, and they didn't do anything by the book. This is what I hear. I mean, I don't know. I'm not, privy to firsthand knowledge. It's just rumor and innuendo, right?
Well, where exactly is this fire?
Well, it's in a couple different places, but the one that's closest to me is just off of a road called International.
Off of the road, and that's close to the North Carolina border, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It's about 35, 40 minutes from the North Carolina border. If you was to go all the way to the ocean and
are you
skip the
safe?
road.
Are you
I'm okay.
safe? All right. No, if it comes closer, are you ready to evacuate?
Yeah, that's actually something we was talking about doing yesterday, and it just didn't want to do it.
Judging by the tactics of the federal government right now, and their lack of what's the word I'm thinking of?
Direction.
Yeah, direction. There you go. Their lack of direction and how to contain all of this, I would probably just start thinking about leaving now. Where would you go if you had to evacuate, just for safety reasons, even if nothing touches, just to be precautious? Where would you go?
Well, they have evacuation routes, but I just follow that song by the desert and the horse with no name. It'd be good to be out of the rain.
Yeah, everything's a joke. Would you just go back? Would you go back on the road to Knoxville for a couple days?
I mean, maybe.
Go to Asheville. What would you go stop at Asheville? Go see the
it,
Biltmore.
it is on the way. I've never actually been there. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
dude, we need to meet each other up in Asheville. Biltmore actually, I think, is up and running since the floods. The rest of the area is kind of fucked. It's amazing. It's amazing. You got a hurricane in the mountains and in the last
Fires
year.
in the ocean.
Now you got fires in the ocean. So let's get to this article, though. You have an article that we want to.
I do.
One from CBS News.
Yeah.
Wildfire.
Multiple wildfires erupt in the Carolinas, force evacuation and a state of emergency declaration. You want to watch the video?
Let's do it. But before that,
yeah,
who was it that that declared the state of emergency? Donald Trump.
No, he was apparently golfing. That's what I see on the shit lips on X.
Well, yeah, he's always golfing. The shit lips failed to realize that so did Obama. Obama always golfed. Biden was full of himself and didn't know where the hell he was at while he was lounging on the beach.
He was swimming in ice cream.
Yeah, swimming in ice cream. George W. Bush would like to have sex with Dick Cheney. I mean, at Camp David, Maryland. You didn't know? Yeah, we're not supposed to talk about that, but yeah,
that's where Lindsey Graham got his first lift.
That's where Lindsey Graham popped his cherry.
Yeah.
So let's dive into this video of CBS News. I got another video as well to give you an alternate perspective from NBC News, Legacy News. Everybody, the dying breed.
The video's not too terribly long. It's like an hour, a minute and a half, or something like that. So we'll get into it.
Long,
right? Nope, in a minute and 49 seconds.
In today's Money Watch, the Trump administration's new tariffs on imports. The U.S. will charge fees of up to 25% on goods from Mexico and Canada starting tonight. It will also slap an additional 10% tariff on Chinese imports. Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us with more. Kelly, good morning.
Right.
Morning. So this deadline has arrived.
I don't think this is
what products could be impacted,
talking about the wildfires.
Skip it a little bit. Companies decide to pass on the.
I mean, this is
the housing industry. It's passed on what doesn't.
This is Money Watch. They're not talking about the fires.
I don't think it's likely.
You'll forgive me. I mean, it was associated with the video, so with the article. But
I mean, it's associated with the article. I think what it was it skipped. You were on the article for too long, and it skipped to the next video. But I'm just gonna blame CBS.
Oh, you're right. It did. Yeah. So let me go ahead and start.
Let's just blame. Let's just blame CBS for trying to alter the narrative.
Right. Want effective treatments for ED, hair loss, weight loss, or mental health?
Hey, look, it's advertising to me.
Get support with science-backed prescription medications that are developed by experts
do you have ED?
and formulated with clinically proven ingredients, so you can see results and achieve your goals. See why customers say that Hims changed their lives and brought back their confidence. Find effective solutions for your health goals.
Okay, ad should be
started today at hims.com.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Jerika Duncan. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. Tonight, dozens of wildfires are raging across North and South Carolina. Take a look at this extraordinary video right there. The fires fueled by gusty winds and dry conditions. Evacuations ordered in some areas. The biggest fire burning near Myrtle Beach. South Carolina is hardest hit. So far, no injuries have been reported. CBS's Dave Malkoff leads us off tonight from Atlanta.
The images are striking. Homeowners in multiple counties watch as wind-fueled wildfires creep closer.
I've never experienced anything like that.
Right.
By land and by air, crews are working around the clock to keep the flames at bay. The Carolina forest near Myrtle Beach is getting the worst of it.
We have a pool in our yard, and this morning we came out, and there is ashes on top of the water.
Two major wildfires there doubled in size overnight.
They keep popping up, these little things do, and you don't know if they're going to come into your house or the next neighbor's house. It just really scares me.
Emergency leaders are urging everyone to stay alert as windy conditions are set to strengthen. There is now a statewide burn ban in place for South Carolina, but this risk actually crosses state lines to right here. On Friday, the National Weather Service issued a fire watch that includes Atlanta. Jerika?
All right, Dave Malkoff, thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Ray's procrastination.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the article here. Brush fires that erupted amid dry and windy conditions caused officials in both North and South Carolina to order evacuation Saturday. A fire in North Carolina's Polk County has burned between 400 to 500 acres. It was at zero contamination, according to Jeremy Waldrop with the North Carolina Fire Services. Waldrop said that structures could be at risk, and officials would assess any potential damage Sunday morning. The NCFS on Sunday performed controlled burns to slow down the spread of the blaze and strengthen fire lines that were already in place, officials said. Polk County announced evacuations in a Facebook post to residents along U.S. Highway 176 between Tryon and Saluda, warning that the fire is spreading rapidly. Multiple departments were working on containment. Tryon has a population of about 1,500 people, while Saluda is under 1,000. The towns are approximately 4 miles south of Asheville. In South Carolina, Horry County Fire Rescue evacuated residents from several neighborhoods in the Carolina forest, around 10 miles west of Myrtle Beach, due to a forest fire that has burned at least 1,600 acres. South Carolina's Governor Henry McMaster issued a statement of emergency on Sunday in response to the ongoing fire that was at 30% containment. We are being evacuated from our neighborhood as winds have increased and shifted, resident Jason Giles wrote on Facebook, posting a video of billowing smoke on Sunday morning. Two planes and a Black Hawk helicopter were seen dropping water on the fire Sunday morning. Tractors also helped dig lines around the blaze in an effort to contain it. By late Sunday afternoon, Horry County Fire Rescue said all residents previously evacuated were able to return home, warning them to watch out for any rekindling in hot spots. A statewide burn ban for all counties was still in effect after over 100 ignitions were reported Saturday, according to a South Carolina Forestry Commission. A red flag warning from the National Weather Service expired late Saturday night for western North Carolina and upstate South Carolina. Red flag warnings indicate critical fire weather conditions are either occurring or imminent. And that's the end of the article.
My morning cigarette. So everybody, you get to see me light a cigarette on air for Legacy News. So when we're talking about this fire,
yeah,
I'm going to put my conspiracy hat on. Do you think there's more to it than what besieges the eye?
I mean, it is throughout the state, and it all did happen in a pretty short period of time. I'm not saying that it's, not impossible, but it is very probable.
Because where each fire, and they showed the map, CBS News, where each fire is designated is in, besides probably a couple spots, very close to highly concentrated and densified population areas.
Yeah.
So do you think they, and by they I mean the J word, are trying to eradicate the Gentile?
I don't think that's the case. I think maybe there is an arsonist, but I don't think they're specifically J word, as you like to say it.
I honestly, I think they are finally at their wits' end, and they are contemplating their plan all along to eradicate the Gentile.
Now, I can provide evidence that there is, some significant discrimination against Jews in South Carolina. I don't have it on me. I had to go find it.
But see, that's why the arsonist. That's the reason where I was coming at, dude. The arsonist is probably a Jew because of the discrimination of the Jews by South Carolina. So they're at war with the Gentile.
If you insist.
It's everything. Everything goes back to Israel.
This is what it's like in South Carolina. Okay, there was a pamphlet that was dropped in my neighborhood, all throughout people's driveways, about how it's not like these aren't facts, but it's like Michael Malice says, it's factual but not truthful, right? And they're talking about how Stalin was a Jew, and the Russians were Jews.
Stalin wasn't.
Well, I'm just making
Stalin was a Georgian. He was a Caucasian. He was a Georgian Orthodox. His family was very much Eastern Orthodox. They were Georgian ethnicity. They were not Jews. Stalin was not a Jew. That's just the I don't have the honestly in front of me. that is some neo-Nazi propaganda. Let's just put it that way. That's some Nazi propaganda. But who knows? Yeah. We live in an era of propaganda
and a society.
Wars, so society is still at war with the same. It's the same fight. It's between the fascists and the Nazis against the communists. The communists initially won, I guess, but not really. I still think the Nazis won World War II. Germany lost, but the world builders are Nazis.
Well, they did implement National Socialism in USSR.
Yes. Ironically enough, and the Soviet Union never truly fruition towards that utopian-esque idea of communism, because you got to eradicate the state first.
Anyways,
but to answer your to go off of, I mean, yeah, Stalin was not a Jew, but it was Jews that started the Bolshevik Revolution. The Zionist movement was the first iteration of the Bolshevik movement.
This is why I'm a Marxist-Leninist Rothbardian.
This is why I'm a Jew, I guess. I don't know. Burn it down. Just like Seth Rollins. Yes, just like Seth Rollins' intro.
You want to check out that video that you saw?
Which one?
The one that you said that you let's throw that in there, and we'll turn heel.
Let's do it. We'll turn heel just like John Cena.
Tonight, a state of emergency as wildfires rage across parts of South Carolina. The largest, more than 1,000 acres, burning out of control near the popular Myrtle Beach area. Many forced to flee. You can hear the panic from residents in the danger zone.
It's definitely nerve-wracking.
The flames fueled by dry conditions and strong winds. a rare red flag warning issued Saturday.
We saw this fire really flare up. We could even see flames from our studio here in Myrtle Beach, 5 miles away.
Now, an urgent effort to attack the flames from every angle. Choppers and planes seen making water drops throughout the day. Russell Hubright is with the state's Forestry Commission.
But the problem here, really, that we're trying to handle as best we can is you have some woods that are very flammable.
Wildfires also spread out across hundreds of acres in North Carolina, including the Melrose Fire in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Thick smoke can be seen for miles, the flames slicing through this hillside. Officials are asking the public to stay vigilant with burn bans in place across both states. Back in South Carolina, residents on edge tonight, watching and waiting for any signs of relief.
We were definitely pretty concerned it was going to blow this way, and then when it did, that's when it really got hectic and stressful.
Well, even in just the last couple of minutes, we've watched these flames multiply, and the concern for fire officials moving into the next couple of days is they are expecting the winds to pick back up, and they could carry embers and flames to new dry ground. Hallie?
Emily Aketa, thank you. Let's get right to WNBC meteorologist Matt Brickman. And Matt, there may be some good news later on this week for the crews battling these wildfires, right?
Yeah, Hallie, rain eventually, but it has been such a dry start to the year, moderate to severe drought across the Carolinas, that dry vegetation. And then yesterday, a front goes through with 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. That is the setup for dramatic wildfire spread, which is what we had a day ago. So we need rain. We're dry Sunday, dry Monday. Tuesday, system is shifting east, but triggering severe weather for parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. You could see tornadoes and damaging winds along with hail. By Wednesday, that system moves into the Carolinas, but it's a quick hitter. It's not going to solve those drought concerns, likely less than an inch of rain all totaled, and could bring some severe weather to the East Coast as well. Hallie?
Matt Brickman, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated.
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
Thanks for watching. I don't know. He's an idiot.
I know.
He's always been an idiot.
I'm also retard of the year.
Yeah. Retard news on X. Go follow him. But anyways, to go to that point, it's a scary situation. The rain is in the forecast. I don't know if it's going to reach South Carolina. I would assume, judging by the trajectory, because we're going to get hit with some rain in our area tonight, and it's supposed to go eastward, probably southeastward, a little bit spread out. So that'll be a little bit of a reprieve, but I'm going to put my conspiracy hat on again. I'm not talking about the Jays, though, all right? Forewarning, though, just for YouTube, because they, for some reason, they want to go against their own fair use agreement. That's in their terms of services. But these videos, these articles, fair use, YouTube, so stay the F away from us. Fair use is a wonderful thing. So, but to put the tinfoil hat back on, what if this is, because we saw it in this general area last year, right? What if this is a conspiracy to get the United States as a whole to want to put forth more funding in FEMA? What if this is to prove that FEMA is worth something? Although they kind of proved that they're not worth a damn. But what if that's the conspiracy?
Well, maybe I pivot on that a little bit and say that they're, looking to use the whole Doge thing to audit them and saying they're being efficient and, being productive.
So basically what you're telling me is this could be an Elon Musk it's an Elon Musk conspiracy of a pressure test to prove that Doge should actually be a cabinet position.
Leave us alone.
No, let me finish. Yeah. that those should actually be admitted into the cabinet as an actual new position, not just a outside workaround, right? And FEMA should be implemented inside the DOJ for efficiency.
I was more implying that they're saying there's no fraud here. We're doing everything by the books. They don't no need to check us.
Well, considering that Elon is a technocratic communist, I'm going to go with my conspiracy scenario, because don't put it past the transhumanist technocrats.
Just put it past the bald head.
So, but with that, we wish everybody well. We got Joe Ellenwood down there with his family. I hope that they're nowhere near where these wildfires are. But State of Zeal needs to stay safe. So, and Andrew, you need to keep your eyes peeled and watch. So what's going on with work? You still going on the boat every night? I assume yes.
Yeah. They haven't said anything otherwise, so I went in last night.
I guess the benefit to you is if something were to happen, you could always just jump into the water.
Yeah, with the alligators and the sharks and the dolphins.
And
otters.
I like dolphins and otters.
Yeah, 50-50 shot, right? Oh, don't forget about the snakes. There you go. 50-50.
I mean, what do you want? You want to burn alive, or do you want to get eaten by a shark? What would your death, if you could choose how you were gonna die between wildfire and shark attack? What would you choose?
I probably got a better shot in the water. It's dirty though.
Probably. I bet it is. I bet it's muddy. I bet it's full of litter. Cat litter, that is.
Something like that.
So, but as far as to continue out and finish up, what are your thoughts? Like, let's be real here. Let's take the tinfoil hats off. What do you think is going on in South Carolina? Why is it that these wildfires popped up?
For the record, I was in town all day Saturday, and I was not out setting fires like you implied earlier. I was working the night that the fires happened in the Great Smoky Mountains. I was in Knoxville.
Yeah. So, I was implying that you were on fire.
Oh, on fire.
Yeah.
Well, I did go to the Baptist Hearts on Fire promo, and it was pretty fun. But that's different.
Well, with that, I think this should get to the last segment of the day. Lindsey Graham, what does he have to say about this?
Well, it burns from Zelensky coming to visiting him in the night.
Yeah. Probably absolutely nothing, considering Lindsey Graham is still stuck on the fiasco that occurred. The work, actually, if you watch the full 52-minute streamed event of Trump's meeting in the White House with Zelensky, that was a work. But anyways, Lindsey Graham had some things to say, and let's just say he sort of sided with Zelensky like they were gay lovers, but at the same time, he's on the Trump dick right now because he really wants to keep his position in power. So gotta be MAGA. So Lindsey Graham, the anti-MAGA-MAGA-ite. Ain't that
be
some
funny
shit?
To see him lose his job when they do term limits, if they ever actually pull through it.
He would, because he's not. But well, no, I mean, term limits aside, he would be limited. But
he's always limited.
But the fact of the matter is he's been in Congress for how long now? South Carolina's Yeah, South Carolina's stupid. They'll just vote because party. He's a Republican. He's a Republican. We need to get inside Ukraine for the minerals. Hey, Zelensky, would you like to give me some minerals?
Most of the counties in South Carolina are in the red, not in the black, when it comes to their taxes.
Are in the red, not the black, huh?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Ironically enough, Myrtle Beach, Horry County, is one of the only counties that is actually in the black consistently.
I'm in tourist town, man.
Yeah.
Tourist town. They end up having they end up making more than their fair share.
They're bailing everybody out every month. So
yeah. So anyways, anything else for you, Andrew?
Nope. It's good thing they're getting this stuff under control. We'll see what happens, but I don't think much is going to happen. They'll just reposition the public officials and the people that are in the public works to other counties, I guess.
And then they'll just bulldoze whatever neighborhoods that were affected, and they'll either be turned into parking lots or they'll be turned into 15-minute cities. My guess would be parking lots. That seems like the trajectory. Yeah, that seems like the trajectory of most small towns. Really, you have a vacant lot or a vacant building that's not being used. It's condemned. It may even be historic, but it's just there's nothing to use. So there's nothing that it can be used for. Nobody's claiming it. Nobody's renovating it. So the city takes over. They demolish it, and then you get a parking lot. And then they put a parking lot in its place. That's what Lawrenceburg, Indiana does. If it's not an auto parts store or a car wash, it's a fucking parking lot.
There's a small plot of land for sale in North Myrtle Beach. It's $10,000. I've been thinking about buying it.
Let's do it.
Maybe.
Let's do it. Let's buy it. I don't know what would we use it for if we both dropped $5,000 each on it. What would we use it for?
Make money off the parking.
Is that real? Is that what
going to the beach?
Parking lot, isn't it? It is parking, right?
You could do a few parking spots there.
I mean, there's a building there, isn't there?
It's just empty.
Empty lot. It's just an empty lot. It wouldn't be that much to fill in the rest of the lot, because I've seen that lot. There's a little bit of a parking, but it wouldn't be too much. It would be actually make more. It would cost more to build on it, but it wouldn't cost as much just to surface in the remainder of the lot as a parking lot, and then you could sell it as beach parking. Tourists coming in, locals coming in that want to go to the beach, and charge them $5? $5 for a half an hour?
Okay, it says $5 for, I don't know. I think it was the one closest to the beach is like $5 a day or something, like maybe $10.
I would
until you leave.
Here's what I would do. I would do $5 the first hour, but if you plan on being there longer, $10 a day. $5 1 hour, $10 the rest of the day. So I would that way it would make an incentive for people to just pay for $10 just so they don't have to come back and eat. So, but if they know that they're going to be there only for about an hour, they just pay $5 and come back an hour later. That's what I would do. But it would give them an incentive to say, "Oh, wait, we don't want to come back and pay another $10 for another day or for the rest of the day. We want to enjoy the beach, so let's just drop $10 into the machine and we have the whole day in the parking lot." That's what I would do. $5 an hour, $10 a day. But with that, I think enough of us. Let's move on.
We tied it into the video from earlier before the fire.
So, live long and prosper, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Monday.
Have a good one. Thanks for watching.